right. Welcome back, everybody. Ready for another deep dive.
Absolutely. Let's dive in.
Today, we're tackling something that's absolutely crucial for any language learner out there, vocabulary.
Can't get enough of it.
And we're not just talking about any old words. Oh, no. We're going deep, deep into the Oxford 5000.
That's right. The good stuff.
Specifically, 30 words that, might trip up even those of you who are intermediate learners feeling pretty good about your English.
Yeah, these are those words you see and you're like, I kind of know what that means.
But not really.
Not exactly.
And that's where we come in, right?
Yeah.
So just imagine having these words at your fingertips, ready to roll in a conversation,
Oh, yeah.
Spice up your writing. Think about how much richer, how much more nuanced your English could become.
It's like leveling up your language.
It really is. It's like having a secret weapon, right?
You've got it. Unlocking new levels of expression.
One word at a time. All right, so where are we starting today?
Well, we're diving into the Oxford 5000 Advanced Extended Vocabulary, specifically Group 21, words 601 to 630.
Okay, so first up on our list is dual, which, might seem pretty simple at first glance.
Yeah, deceptively simple.
It's like two, right?
Two, but it's more than just two things existing side by side.
Ooh, okay, so give us the lowdown. What does dual actually mean?
Dual means having two parts, two aspects.
Okay.
But the interesting part is that this concept of duality, it pops up everywhere.
Ooh, I like that.
Like, think about the dual nature of light.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes it acts like a wave.
Right.
Other times it acts like a particle. It's like mind-blowing.
It has two different personalities.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm seeing where you're going with this. So dual isn't just about, two separate things.
It's about their interconnectedness.
Ooh. Okay, so give me an example. How would I actually use dual in a sentence?
Sure. So you could say the car has dual airbags for safety.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or he holds dual citizenship in Canada and the United States.
Ah, so he's got two passports.
Exactly.
Cool.
And you can even use it to describe a room. This room has a dual purpose. It's a home office and a guest room.
Oh, I love that. So it's not just about, physical objects.
Right.
It can be about purposes and functions as well.
Right.
Okay, that's dual. What's next on our list?
All right, so next up we have dub. Now, dub can be a bit of a chameleon because it's got a couple of distinct meanings.
Oh, tricky.
A little bit tricky.
Okay, so which one should we tackle first?
Well, the first one that comes to mind is the one related to giving a nickname.
Ah, okay, so he was dubbed the King of Pop.
Exactly. Or the media dubbed her the Iron Lady.
Oh, I see. So it's like giving someone a title based on their reputation or their achievements.
Absolutely. And sometimes it can be a bit tongue-in-cheek, like, I wouldn't dub him a genius, but he's certainly clever.
Ah, so it doesn't always have to be serious.
Not at all.
Okay, but you said dub has another meaning.
It does. And this one is related to movies and TV shows. It refers to replacing the original spoken language with another one.
Oh, yeah, like when you watch a movie and it's been, dubbed into English.
You got it. So you could say the movie was dubbed into Spanish for the Latin American market.
Okay, so two very different meanings for dub, but both super useful to know. What's next?
All right, on to dull.
Dull.
Yeah. Now, this one isn't as exciting as dual or dub, but it's still important.
Well, every word has its place, right?
Exactly. So dull describes something lacking interest or excitement.
Okay.
It can also refer to something that's not sharp.
Okay, like a dull knife.
Exactly.
Or like a dull lecture.
Yep.
Been there.
You've all been there. And you can even use it to describe sensations like the pain was a dull ache in my shoulder.
Oh, so it can be physical as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, so dull, not sharp, not exciting. Got it. What's next?
Next up is dumb. Now, this one can be a bit tricky.
Ooh, how so?
Well, it primarily means unable to speak, but it's also often used informally to mean stupid.
Yeah, I can see how that could be confusing.
Right.
So, if someone says he was struck dumb with fear, that doesn't mean he's stupid.
Exactly. It means he was so scared he couldn't speak.
Okay, so context is really important with this one.
Absolutely. And, using dumb to call someone stupid is generally considered insensitive.
Yeah, not a good look.
Not a good look.
Okay, let's move on. What's next?
All right, next up we have dump. Now, this one has a more straightforward meaning.
Okay, good.
It simply means to get rid of something unwanted or to drop something carelessly.
So, like, they dump their old furniture at the side of the road.
Exactly. Or don't just dump your clothes on the floor.
Yeah, my mom used to say that all the time.
Classic mom line.
And then, of course, there's the emotional dump.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he dumped me right before the school dance. Ouch.
Not fun.
Definitely not fun. Okay, so dump, we got it. What's next?
All right, so next up we have duo. This one brings us back to the idea of two.
Okay.
But this time it refers specifically to two people who perform together or are often seen together.
So like a musical duo or a comedy duo.
Exactly. Or, of course, the iconic dynamic duo of Batman and Robin.
Oh, classic.
It makes you wonder, what would Batman be without Robin?
That's a good question.
Okay.
So a duo can be more than just the sum of its parts, right?
Yeah, it's that synergy between two individuals that creates something special.
I love that. Okay, duo, two people working together. Got it. What else is on our list?
All right, so shifting gears a little bit, let's talk about duration. This one deals with time.
Okay.
Duration refers to how long something lasts.
Okay, so like the duration of the flight is approximately 6 hours.
Exactly. Or you could say for the duration of the war, food was rationed.
Oh, wow. So it can be about a specific event or period of time as well.
Absolutely. You can even use it to describe the effectiveness of something, like the medication's effects last for the duration of the day.
Okay, so duration is all about how long something lasts. Got it. What's next?
All right, so speaking of effectiveness, let's talk about dynamic.
Dynamic. Ooh, I like that word. It sounds like energetic.
It is. It describes something that's characterized by constant change, activity, or progress.
Okay.
It can also describe a person who's full of energy and enthusiasm.
Ooh, I know a few people like that.
Yeah.
So like if you're talking about a city that's always bustling, you could say it has a dynamic nightlife.
Exactly. Or if you're talking about a leader who inspires their team, you could say they're a dynamic leader.
Oh, I like that. So it can be about a place, it could be about a person, it can be about...
They can be about a lot of things.
Okay, so dynamic, full of energy, full of change. Got it. What else is on our list?
All right, so next up we have eager.
Eager.
This one describes someone who's very keen or enthusiastic about something.
Oh, okay. So like she was eager to start her new job.
Exactly. Or think about kids on Christmas morning.
Oh, yeah.
They're eager to open their presents.
So eager. Okay, and sometimes it can describe someone who's a bit, too eager to please, right?
Yeah, like he was eager to please his boss.
Okay, so eager, enthusiastic, keen, maybe a little bit too much sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay, got it. What's next?
All right, let's shift gears to the world of work with the word earnings.
Earnings.
This one simply refers to the money someone is paid for their work.
Okay, so like his earnings increased after he got a promotion.
Exactly. Or the company reported record earnings this quarter.
Ooh, investors love to hear that.
They do. And unfortunately, sometimes earnings aren't enough. Like, her earnings are not enough to cover her living expenses.
Yeah, that's a tough reality for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
Okay, so earnings money you make from working. Got it. What's next?
All right, let's move on to ease. This one has a more relaxing vibe.
Ease. Ooh, I like the sound of that already.
Yeah, it suggests a state of being comfortable and relaxed without worry or difficulty. It can also be used as a verb, meaning to make something less difficult or painful.
Oh, interesting. So like the medication helped to ease her pain.
Exactly. Or they chatted with ease about the day's events.
Oh, I see. So it can be about conversation as well. Like the conversation just flowed easily.
Exactly.
Okay, ease, comfortable, relaxed, making things easier. Got it. What's next?
All right, next we have a word that's almost like a sound effect. Echo.
Echo. Ooh, I like this one.
So echo can refer to that sound that bounces back and repeats, like the echo of her scream reverberated through the canyon.
Ooh, spooky. Or like you could hear the echo of their footsteps in the empty hallway.
Exactly. But it also has a metaphorical meaning. It can mean repeating or imitating something.
Oh, okay. So like the article echoed the sentiments of the protesters?
Exactly. Or his words echoed in her mind long after he had left.
Oh, powerful. So it's not just about sound. It can be about ideas and feelings as well.
Precisely.
Okay. Echo, sound, repetition, imitation. Got it. What else is on our list?
All right. Let's move on to a word we hear a lot these days. Ecological.
Ecological. Yeah, definitely a hot topic.
It is. So ecological basically relates to how living things interact with their environment.
Okay, so like the impact that humans have on the planet.
Exactly. And it's become so important to consider the ecological impact of our actions, especially with issues like climate change.
Right, because everything is connected, right?
Absolutely. So you might hear something like, the construction of the dam had a devastating ecological impact on the river.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Or, we need to find more sustainable ways to live if we want to protect the ecological balance of the planet.
Absolutely. So ecological, all about how living things interact with their environment. Got it. What's next?
All right, so shifting gears to something we all deal with. Economics.
Economics.
This one is all about how societies manage their resources. You know, things like money, labor, materials to produce and distribute goods and services.
Yeah, it's like the study of how the world works, right?
In a way, it is. It's trying to make sense of those complex systems that determine how we produce, consume, and trade.
Yeah, complex is definitely the word. So like she's studying economics at university.
Exactly. Or the government's economic policies have been criticized by some.
Oh, there's always someone who's not happy, right?
Always. But it's a constantly evolving field, you know, trying to address real-world problems.
So like the economics of healthcare are complex.
Exactly. And that's why you often see disagreements among economists.
Right, the experts. So an economist is just someone who studies or specializes in economics.
That's it. They might predict that the recession will end soon or advise the government on important decisions.
Okay, so economics, the study of how the world works. Economist, the person who studies it. Got it. What else is on our list?
All right, let's move on to editorial.
Editorial.
This one is all about opinions.
Ooh, I like opinions.
So an editorial is like a voice of opinion in a newspaper or a magazine. It's where the editor gets to share their perspective on a current issue.
Oh, okay. So like an editorial criticizing the government's handling of the crisis.
Exactly. Or, I felt so strongly about the issue that I wrote a letter to the editor in response to the editorial.
Ooh, getting involved in the debate. I like it. And sometimes editorials are known for their like liberal bias or conservative leanings, right?
That's right. They can definitely have a slant.
Okay, so editorial, a place for opinions and debate. Got it. What's next?
All right, let's talk about a profession that shapes young minds. Educator.
Educator.
So an educator is anyone who teaches. It could be in a formal setting like a school or a college or even in informal settings.
Well, that's interesting. So like educators play a vital role in shaping the minds of young people.
Absolutely.
My mother was an educator for over 30 years, and she was always saying that learning is a lifelong process.
That's a great lesson. And sometimes educators from across the country might gather at a conference to share new teaching methods and ideas.
Oh, that's cool. So always learning, always growing. Okay, educator, someone who teaches. Got it. What's next?
All right, so let's move on to a word that's all about results. Effectiveness.
Effectiveness.
So effectiveness is about how well something achieves its intended goal.
Okay, so like we need to measure the effectiveness of our marketing campaign.
Exactly. Or there are debates about the effectiveness of the new drug.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
It's all about getting the desired outcome.
Right, results. And how we get there is also important, which brings us to efficiency.
Efficiency is about achieving maximum productivity with minimal wasted effort or expense.
Ooh, so working smarter, not harder.
You got it.
So, like, she manages her time very efficiently.
Exactly.
Or the new system allows us to process orders more efficiently.
That's examples.
Okay, effectiveness, getting the results you want. Efficiency, doing it in a smart way. Got it. What else?
All right, so next up is a word that often gets a bad rap. Ego.
Ego. Ooh, this is a juicy one.
It is. So ego refers to a person's sense of self-importance. And while it can be negative, like, he has such a huge ego, he can't stand to be criticized, it's also important to have a healthy sense of self.
Right. It's all about balance.
Exactly.
Too much ego and you become arrogant.
Exactly. Like, her ego was bruised when she didn't get the promotion.
Oh, yeah.
But too little ego, and you might not have the confidence to go after what you want.
That's true.
Yeah.
So healthy ego, good. Unhealthy ego, not so good.
Exactly.
Got it. What's next?
All right. Next up is a word that's all about explaining things in more detail.
Elaborate.
Elaborate.
So to elaborate simply means to explain something in more detail.
Okay, so, like, could you elaborate on that point?
Exactly. Or she elaborated on her plans for the future.
Okay, so giving more information, painting a clearer picture.
Exactly. And sometimes elaborating can involve a creative process, like the artist spent years elaborating on the initial sketches for the painting.
Oh, wow. So taking something simple and making it more complex and detailed.
Okay, elaborate to explain in more detail. Got it. What's next?
All right, let's move on to a body part. Elbow.
Elbow.
Yeah, the joint connecting your upper and lower arm.
Okay, everyone knows what an elbow is, right?
I hope so.
So it was like she rested her elbow on the table, or he nudged me with his elbow.
Exactly.
Okay, elbow, body part, check. What's next?
All right, so next up we have electoral. This one relates to elections.
Electoral? Ooh, politics.
Yes. So a country might boast that the electoral system is designed to ensure fair representation.
Okay, so the rules and processes of choosing our leaders.
Exactly. You might also hear about candidates participating in several electoral debates.
Ooh, those can get heated. And in some countries, the outcome of the election depends on the electoral college.
Right, which can be a bit of a confusing system.
Definitely. Okay, so electoral, all about elections. Got it. What else is on our list?
All right, let's move from politics to technology with the word electronics.
Electronics.
Mm-hmm.
Gadgets.
Yeah, so electronics covers a wide range of things. Circuits, devices, all those gadgets we love.
It's like the foundation of our modern world, right?
It really is. Someone might say he studied electronics in college, or you might hear about how the development of electronics has revolutionized the way we live.
Oh, yeah, totally. And it's constantly evolving, right? Like my new car is equipped with the latest electronics. It's pretty amazing.
It is.
Okay. Electronic circuits, devices, gadgets. Got it. What's next?
All right. So from the high tech to the aesthetically pleasing, our next word is elegant.
Elegant. Ooh, I like that word. It sounds like sophisticated.
It is. It describes something graceful, stylish, and refined.
Okay.
It can refer to appearance, like she was wearing an elegant evening gown.
Oh, fair.
Or even a place like the restaurant had an elegant atmosphere.
Okay, so it can describe both people and places.
It can. And sometimes elegant can even describe a solution or an idea, like he solved the problem with an elegant solution. Oh, I like that. So it's not just about looks. It's about like simplicity and effectiveness as well.
Exactly.
Okay. Elegant, graceful, stylish, and effective. Got it. What's next?
All right, so elegance often comes from mastering the basics, which brings us to elementary.
Elementary, my dear Watson.
Exactly. So elementary means relating to the basic elements of a subject.
Okay.
Or something simple and easy to understand.
Okay, so like she teaches elementary school.
Exactly. Or it's an elementary principle of physics.
Okay.
And sometimes you might encounter a problem where the solution is actually quite elementary.
Oh, like it was simpler than we thought.
Exactly.
Okay, elementary, basic, simple, easy to understand. Got it. What's next?
All right, so once you've mastered the elementary aspects of something, you can start to think about how to elevate it to the next level.
Ooh, I like that. Elevate.
So elevate means to raise something to a higher position or level.
Okay, so it can be physical, like the platform was elevated above the crowd. Exactly. Or it can be more abstract, like the experience elevated her mood.
Oh, I like that. And of course, it's often used in a professional context.
Oh, absolutely.
Like he was elevated to the position of CEO.
Classic example.
Okay, so elevate, to raise up, to improve, to promote.
Got it. What's the last word on our list?
All right, our final word for today is eligible. This one often deals with qualifications and restrictions.
Eligible.
So eligible means having the right to do or obtain something.
Okay.
So you might hear, you must be 18 years old to be eligible to vote.
Oh, yeah.
Or he's not eligible for a loan because of his poor credit history.
Ouch, that's not good.
Not good at all.
So, like, it's about meeting certain requirements, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so eligible, having the right to do something. Got it.
And that brings us to the end of our vocabulary workout.
Wow. We did it. 30 words, that was a lot. But hopefully now you feel more confident about using them. Absolutely. Remember, learning vocabulary is an ongoing process. Don't be afraid to use these words in your conversations and your writing. The more you practice, the more natural they'll become.
So what are you going to do with these new words? Will you write a story? Will you have a more nuanced conversation? Will you just impress your friends with your amazing vocabulary?
The possibilities are endless.
The possibilities are endless. Until next time, keep those dictionaries handy. Happy learning.
Happy learning.